We're just getting in some breaking news that the Jawaharlal Nehru University has cancelled a talk on Ram Mandir issue which was scheduled to take place today, in which BJP's Subramanian Swamy was to be a guest speaker. Now, according to JNU sources, the talk was cancelled in the wake of Ayodhya hearing, and JNU doesn't really want any controversy because this is a very sensitive issue. This was an expected talk by the leader, Subramanian Swamy, on the topic why Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. It was to take place today, but now stands cancelled. Okay, so that's the big news coming in right now, that a unanimous decision in fact has been taken that no talk will take place at JNU University. The talk that was to be done by the BJP leader Subramanian Swamy on why Ram Mandir in Ayodhya now stands cancelled. There will be no talk whatsoever. It was a decision that has been taken. This was an interaction that was to take place between the Rajya Sabha MP and JNU students, and what I'm hearing is that this talk was supposed to take place tonight at JNU, but now the management of JNU deciding to call off the talk that was initially planned. And remember, today is also the 25th anniversary of the Babri Masjid demolition. So the university taking this decision, saying that it's a very sensitive matter and perhaps it's not the right time to have the talk with Subramanian Swamy and other JNU students. Paulami Saha joins us now for the very latest on this. And Paulami, so the JNU being cautious, not taking any chances. JNU has been embroiled in several controversies in the last few years. But then why didn't they preempt this? Why didn't they, not plan this better rather than calling off the talk that was scheduled to take place today?
Absolutely. That definitely is the question as to why didn't JNU plan this better, because this was something which was anticipated. It was known widely and widely circulated and publicized in the media that the Ayodhya hearings are to begin in the Supreme Court of India on the 5th of December and on the 6th of December. Of course, they know that it is the 25th anniversary of the Babri Masjid demolition, which happened in 1992. So all of these are dates that are known, that are widely circulated and publicized as well. So for JNU, the administration to not know and plan this better is definitely questionable. At the nth hour, of course, now they have cancelled this event altogether, where a BJP member of parliament, Subramanian Swamy, was to speak why Ram Mandir in Ayodhya, and obviously he would espouse the case of building the Ram Mandir in Ayodhya. Now, of course, it has been cancelled, and what JNU is saying that this is too sensitive a matter, currently sub judice, because it is being heard in the Supreme Court, and the implications of it, the social ramifications of it, are way too large for JNU to sort of embroil itself in yet another controversy, as a result of which at the nth hour now they've cancelled this event altogether.
All right. And any reaction so far from Dr. Subramanian Swamy, who was supposed to be leading those talks, who was supposed to be interacting with the students at JNU?
We're waiting to hear from Dr. Subramanian Swamy as to what he thinks about JNU, of course, cancelling this event. But then you can suspect the sort of answer that he'd have on this particular subject, because JNU has been embroiled in controversy. Yes. JNU has been on a wrong footing as far as those, on the those who are right-leaning, if you may. And hence, Dr. Subramanian Swamy has on previous occasions said that JNU is not providing for a platform for everyone to espouse their own case. It has a left tilt. It has been espousing a certain kind of sort of ideology, which is why it has come under fierce attack from various members of parliament and other organizations as well, and ministers within the union government as well. So for JNU to back out at the nth hour, of course, because of reasons that could be security in nature, could be various the sensitivities involved. Now, of course, we know what Dr. Subramanian Swamy would say in this matter as well.
All right, stay on with me. National Affairs Editor Rahul Srivastava is also joining us right now. Rahul, good morning. I was just speaking to Paulami, and that's strange. First, you go ahead, you plan this talk, you invite the speaker, Dr. Subramanian Swamy, and then all of a sudden you cancel the talks, sensing the sensitivity of the topic that the discussion was to take place between him and the JNU students. Why couldn't JNU have, foreseen any trouble, or could have preempted any sort of untoward, unnecessary trouble related to these talks. Why such a hasty decision?
Avantika, I think there is a bit of a poor management to it, but I think eventually, remember, there are two elements. One, as Palomi was saying, that the hearing in the Ram Janmabhoomi case has started. The matter is hugely sub judice. The second is also today is the 25th anniversary of the Babri demolition. There is a certain climate in which Subramanian Swamy is never known to be mincing words. He says what he feels like saying, and at times his remarks have been so controversial that people, I think that it's a rather decent move by the JNU that though at a last minute, though at a slightly sudden manner, but somewhere the JNU has been embroiled in too many controversies, and the problem for the JNU administration also is that it has a history of strong left-leaning. The students' movement and the students' union are controlled by the left parties and those with a slightly left ideologies. Subramanian Swamy's comments would have generated a certain amount of friction within the campuses of the JNU. So the move does have logic. But the fact is that so surcharged is the political atmosphere, also because of Gujarat elections at this moment, that nobody perhaps wants to take any chances, also because politicians don't want to spare any chances.
All right, so JNU there being extra cautious with the kind of past that it has had, being embroiled in several controversies. Palomi Sahar, Rahul Shrivastava, thank you so much for joining us. And speaking of Babri Masjid, it's the 25th anniversary, 25 years ago that the 16th century Babri Masjid in Uttar Pradesh's Ayodhya was demolished. While security has been stepped up in most parts of Uttar Pradesh, the Home Ministry has issued advisories to all states to ensure that there is peace and no incident of communal tension is reported in any part of the state or the country. The MHA urging states to deploy adequate security forces at sensitive locations and maintain extra vigil so that attempts to disturb peace can be foiled. At least 2 companies of the Rapid Action Force has already been rushed to the Faizabad district. In fact, the holy city is already well protected with 500 men and women personnel already deployed at the disputed site. Meanwhile, the Vishwa Hindu Parishad will be observing this day as Shaurya Sankalp Divas in Uttar Pradesh. Let me go straight across now to India Today's Anand Patel for more on this. So strict instructions, clear communication has been issued by the Ministry of Home Affairs to all of the states to ensure peace remains and for the security personnel to remain extra vigilant. Anand, tell us, how is it looking? Give us an update on the kind of security arrangements that you're seeing around you.
Well, Avantika, if you want to describe Ayodhya city in one line, it can be called as a holy, historic, but under the shadow of khaki. Men in khaki are everywhere in the holy city today, and you can see them at this place. This is the Muslim-dominated area of the Ayodhya, and you can see cops all around the Uttar Pradesh police and the police armed constabulary, which is the armed police, have been deployed at every important section of Ayodhya. It's a barricaded city today, Avantika. You can see barricades all around the Ram Janmabhoomi temple area, and nobody is allowed to enter in vehicles. People are allowed only to use two-wheelers or walk barefoot towards the disputed site. But no vehicle is allowed. There's strict checking in this area, and the reason why is there is a lot of sensitivity involved in this issue. And while the Muslim community is observing it as a Yawm Siyah, a day of sorrow, and a prayer meeting is going on inside the place where some Muslims have converged. They are observing it as a day of sorrow. On the other hand, the VHP is observing it as Shaurya Divas, a day to celebrate. And we just spoke to the Ram Janmabhoomi Nyas chairman, the organization which is spearheading the movement for Ram Temple as its birthplace, and he's saying that the Supreme Court hearing, which is to begin from 8th of February on a day-to-day basis, is a good signal, is a way forward to solve this decades-old dispute. Avantika?
Right. Anand, we'll leave it at that. But thank you so much for getting us an update and just taking us through those visuals of the kind of security that has been put on place, with the MHA making it very clear to all states, particularly Uttar Pradesh, to take extra precautions to ensure peace prevails on this day. Moving on now to some breaking news coming in.
Thanks for watching the video. For more such news and updates, please like, share and subscribe to India Today. Also check out our other great videos from our channel. We know you would love to.